Hi everyone, welcome back to the N-Grab channel. In this video, I'm excited to share with you 15 verbs that you can use instead of the generic say and tell. As you probably know, using the same verbs over and over again can make your writing or speaking sound repetitive and dull. That's why it's important to expand your vocabulary and use more specific and descriptive verbs that convey the exact meaning you want to express. In this video, I've curated a list of 15 verbs that will help you do just that. So whether you're a writer, a speaker, or simply someone who wants to improve their communication skills, this video is for you. Without further ado, let's dive into the first verb on the list. Argue. Argue means to have a strong conversation with someone where you don't agree and might feel angry or frustrated. We usually argue with someone about or over something. He's arguing with the waiter about the price of the meal. They're arguing with each other over the proposed plan. The two prepositions about and over could be used interchangeably, although argue about tends to be used more broadly to describe a discussion or debate, while argue over often indicates a more specific and potentially contentious disagreement. The verb is stressed on the first syllable. Argue. To produce the American R, remember to curl the tip of your tongue and pull it back a bit while keeping the tongue tense. Argue.
Hey, stop arguing! Stop arguing! Hey, stop arguing! Stop arguing!
You shouldn't be arguing over who gets credit. You shouldn't be arguing over who gets credit.
Describe. To describe is to explain what someone or something is like using words. There's no need for a preposition in between. Just say, describe someone or describe something. Can you describe your attacker? He described the painting in detail. Note that we stress the word on the second syllable. Describe.
Describe him. Describe him.
Describe the guy. Describe the guy.
Confess. We confess when we admit that we did something wrong, especially when we feel guilty about it. We can use the structure. Confess to something or confess to, plus verbing. For example, the man confessed to the robbery. She confessed to revealing his secrets to their coworkers. Or we can use confess with a clause. She confessed that she had revealed his secrets to their coworkers. Remember to stress the second syllable. Confess.
She confessed it to me. She confessed it to me.
Gregory confessed to the stabbing. Gregory confessed to the stabbing.
Pronounce. To pronounce is to say words clearly so that others can understand them. The word is stressed on the second syllable. Pronounce. And the final CE is an S sound. Pronounce. She got angry when he pronounced her name wrong.
It's pronounced thermometer. It's pronounced thermometer.
It's pronounced Frankenstein. It's pronounced Frankenstein.
Repeat. When you want to make sure everyone understands something, you say or do it again, or in other words, you repeat it. Note that the two I's sounds are different. The former is a short sound, while the latter is a long sound. Repeat. And the word is also stressed on the second syllable. Repeat. Can you repeat what you just said?
You're repeating yourself. You're repeating yourself.
Can you repeat? Can you repeat?
Discuss. To discuss is to talk with other people about a topic and share ideas or opinions to make a decision or come to an understanding. We discuss something with someone. I will discuss the issue with my team this afternoon. It's noteworthy that both the S's are pronounced as the S sound, discuss, and the is also stressed on the second syllable. Discuss.
Let's discuss. Let's discuss.
We discussed everything I needed to discuss. We discussed everything I needed to discuss.
Insist. You insist on something when you strongly believe in it and refuse to change your mind, even if others disagree with you. The verb is also used when we demand someone to agree to do something. In this case, we can say, insist on someone, plus verbing. She insisted on him receiving the money. Or, we can also use insist with a clause. In this case, it's noteworthy that the verb in the clause is always in its bare form, regardless of which subject it modifies or what tense the sentence is in. She insists that he come. She insisted that we go to Disneyland. Remember to stress the word on the second syllable. Insist.
I insist that she call me that. I insist that she call me that.
Emma insisted that Lucy go. Emma insisted that Lucy go.
Suggest. To suggest is to offer an idea or plan for others to consider, usually to try to influence their decision. We suggest something to someone. He suggested a revised action plan to his team. In the absence of a specific object, we can use the structure, suggest, plus verbing. He suggested revising the action plan.
Is she suggesting what I think she's suggesting? Is she suggesting what I think she's suggesting?
Allison suggested it. Allison suggested it.
Affirm. Affirm means to state that something is true or real with confidence, often to reinforce your own belief. It's more often used in formal situations. The school affirmed its commitment to its students. Again, remember to curl the tip of your tongue and pull it back a bit, while keeping the tongue tense to produce the American R sound in the word. Affirm.
We affirm ourselves. We affirm ourselves.
We'll allow you to affirm if that's satisfactory with you, sir. We'll allow you to affirm if that's satisfactory with you, sir.
Claim. Claim means to say that something is true, even if there is no proof, and other people might not believe it. The word can be used with either a clause or a verb to infinitive. He claims that his cookies are the best in town. He claims to be the best baker in town.
She claimed to be alone. She claimed to be alone.
RV claims that he visited Singapore. RV claims that he visited Singapore.
Refuse. Refuse is to say no to a request, offer, or opportunity because of your personal beliefs or because you don't want to do it. We can use it with a noun phrase, or a verb to infinitive. She refused his invitation. She refused to come to his party. And don't forget to stress the word on the second syllable. Refuse.
I refuse to believe it. I refuse. I refuse to believe it. I refuse.
I refused it. I refused it.
Introduce. Introduce means to bring someone into contact with a new person or group, or to show or tell someone about something new, so they can learn about it and understand it better. We usually use the word with the preposition to. Introduce someone to someone else. Introduce someone to something, or introduce something to someone. Let's have a look at some examples. He introduced us to his new colleague. He introduced us to the updated system. He introduced the updated system to us. Note that the word is stressed on the third syllable, not on the first syllable, as some may have mistaken it. Introduce.
Introduce you to my family. Introduce you to my family.
I'll introduce you to Shelby. I'll introduce you to Shelby.
Complain. When you complain about something, you express that you are unhappy or dissatisfied with something, usually because you want it to be changed. In this sense, we usually use the structure. Complain about something. He complained about the poor service at the restaurant. Or, if there is a specific person or organization you want to refer to, you can use this format. Complain to someone about something. He complained to the manager about the poor service at the restaurant.
You complained about me? You complained about me? She's complaining about everything. She's complaining about everything.
Explain. To make something easier to understand, you explain it by providing more information or details. Note that we don't say, explain it for me, but rather we say, explain it to me. And the word is stressed on the second syllable. Explain.
What's to explain? What's to explain?
That explains your anger. That explains your anger.
Advise. Advise means to suggest what someone should do based on your own knowledge or experience. In this sense, we can use the structure. Advise someone to plus verb. For instance, she advised him to take a course in business management. And if you want to suggest what someone shouldn't do, you can use the structure. Advise someone against, plus noun, or verbing. She advised him against investing without conducting extensive research.
What would you advise me? Would you advise me to tuck? What would you advise me? Would you advise me to tuck?
I'd advise against that. I'd advise against that.
And that's it for our list of 15 verbs to replace say and tell. We hope you found these alternatives helpful and that you can start incorporating them into your daily conversation. Remember, using a variety of descriptive verbs is a great way to enhance your language skills and communicate more effectively. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more language learning tips and tricks. And if you have any suggestions for future videos or questions about the topic we covered today, please leave a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.